Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is March the 10th. Yes, I know I was stuck in February on the last video, but yes, it is March the 10th. It's Thursday, and gosh, we got a busy day today. I'll give you a little heads up of what we got on tap today, and I'm sure I'll leave something out, but this is what I know is going to happen. We got Mike from Vantage South is coming to work on the planters. Hopefully they will wrap that up today, so we'll get some video of them working on the planters. Secondly, Komatsu loader. Got an oil change on that. James will probably tackle that job. Next is seed treating. I'm going to do a seed treatment on some of the corn seed that came in, but I asked for them to come in pro boxes because that's the way I treat my seed, and they came in bags as y'all saw in the last video. But so I think the plan is to use some chemical totes. We got some used ones out here in the lot that anyway, we can cut the tops out of them, and we'll get them washed out good and clean with water, and that will be the final step of where the seed, once they're treated, they will be put in those chemical totes, and that's where they'll stay till they go in the planter. While we're talking about treating seed, the homemade seed treater that me and PA rigged up last year, I don't know if y'all saw it on the videos, but I got to go through it, clean that tank out with water, and make sure it's calibrated and all. So that's another job we got to do. And also the boron shuttle pump that I was using on the wheat, I had something going on with that pump. It was barely pumping boron out. So we'll take a look at that, use water, rinse it out, and figure out if the pump is going bad or something in there restricting the flow. And everything today will be used with fresh water, so won't need any safety goggles, any gloves. Everything that we're doing today will be fresh water. Oh, let's see what else I got. The wheat. Some point today, probably around lunch, I'll wait for this dew to dry off. We're going to take tissue samples on the wheat again. It's time to put out the last shot of 28005 liquid nitrogen, and that'll be done next week. So before we put that out, we want to take another tissue sample to see if we need to add anything else while we're going across making that trip. Lord, I almost hit Dad. Jeez, flying around here. That's twice I've almost hit him. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So we'll do a tissue sample on the wheat, and also the last time, you know, we put out the boron and we added the copper, so we'll see if those levels came up or went down. Hopefully they went up. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. That's what we got on tap that I know of right now. So y'all just sit back, let us do the work, and enjoy the video. Let's get this thing started. Komatsu, ba-doom, fuel, oil, I don't need that big old box. Here's your filter. Where you want? So apparently I got to fix this first thing this morning. This is what Dad wanted me to do. This goes on the planter. Little strap that broke. Little bitty thing. 8mm. You don't use that very often on a farm. Trying to figure out which way it went. Got that little thing right there. nut on it.
Get out.
Did he tell you what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna cut the tops out. Take these bars off and just cut right along that edge with that Metabo all the way around. Save the top, because we'll probably just put them on after the corn seeder in there, and then we got to wash it out really, really good. All right, guys, we've already had a change in plans. Mike with Vanish South is not coming today, and the reason he is not coming because he ordered 2 new alternators and they have not come in. Both of the ones we've ordered both have problems. We cannot use them. These are off-brand alternators. They were not Precision Planting stuff. And anyway, what he's got ordered now is the Precision Planting alternator. So anyway, the 2 we got off brands were no good. Both had problems, and the new ones have not come in. So so that is why he's not coming. It would just be a wasted trip. He wants to finish up both of them the next time he comes, because I think it's like a 2.5 hour drive, maybe a 2 hour drive to get here one way. But anyway, they didn't come in, so he said whenever they come in, give him a call. He'll drop everything he's doing and he'll come finish up the planters the very next day. So no Vanish South today. Well, we have another change of plans. I'm gonna be doing some spraying today. Dad rode over in the valley in our hay fields. We usually do like a burn down on all our hay fields, and they're getting pretty nasty from all that warm weather we had. So it is time to pull the trigger on doing the burn down on the hay, even though it's a little bit on the wet side, but we need to go ahead and do it while we have the opportunity, and we are not that busy right now. So I've got an end nozzle that I was going to work on anyway on the Rogator, and then we'll get it ready to go to spray. Dad's getting the chemical, and we will be spraying some hay fields later on today. And of course, we'll get the drone out for that. So y'all see that later on in the video. So let's get this Rogator out of here, get the end nozzle cleaned out, and get it ready to go. What I got right here is this end nozzle. Anyway, it's got a piece of trash that's gotten in it, and the valve won't completely shut off, and it kind of leaks out a little bit. It's pretty aggravating, but then when I cut it on, it's not shooting a full stream. It's just shooting a half stream out there, so golly, that's nuts. I gotta get a different pair of pliers. Not skinny enough. First thing we do is unplug this wire, and then we hold this piece right here. Pretty tough. Golly, that's not gonna work. Okay. I think these will work. Good old trusty vice grips. Hold up. Just this in.
The pliers. Okay, just there. Okay.
Alright, okay. Alright, so here it is. Here's the little electronic solenoid. That's what actually shuts off that valve. It's got a little thing that pushes this. And what happens is trash and stuff gets all built up in here and around this little plunger thing is what we call it. So we'll spray it off. Spray it off with some starter fluid. I don't have any brake cleaner. And stick it back on. Now it should cut off and get rid of that drip we got out here. Yeah, it's dripping now. We'll see if we can stop that. Look at there. How about that? No more drip. Hey guys, I'm about to put the Schaefer penetrating oil to the test. And no, they're not a sponsor, but we just been using their products, and anyway, we've been loving them. So well, do I not have any? The stuff is that good, guys. People just come and get it out of your truck. And I do have some roller chain lube. I don't know if I should use this or the penetrating oil. Since I got this, I don't have any penetrating oil. It's probably in Dad's truck. We'll see what happens. But I've got the door on my Rogator is really stiff. And I'm getting tired of jerking on it. So we'll see what this baby can do. I'll show you how it is before we spray, and then we'll show you obviously after we spray. Okay, here we are, test number 1. No spray. We'll see how hard it is. You see that? There it goes. All right. Okay, so we got the roller chain, Schaefer's roller chain, Molly roller chain lube. Pop the top. Shake it. Give it a good little spray in there. I wonder if I can get it up in there. Probably gonna go all over me. Alright. Okay, so we got some on the inside, and I sprayed some up in there best I could. So now for the real test. Oh my gosh. Look at that. 2 fingers. See if I can do 1 finger. God. Pinky finger. That is amazing. Mark it off. So here's what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Gramoxone SL 3.0 3-pound material. We're going to be using 24 ounces to the acre of Gramoxone. Next thing we're going to be using is the Prowl H2O. We're going to be using a gallon to the acre of this. Yes, that is a very high rate. But for the burn down on the hayfield, that is what it calls for at this time. So a gallon of Prowl H2O. And then our surfactant is going to be our LI 700. We're going to be using a half a gallon per 100 gallons of tank size. So LI 700, half a gallon per 100 gallons of water. So let's fill it up. Alright guys, we made it over here in the valley. We're full of chemical. I'll kind of go over what we got out here and what we're going to be targeting for our spraying. Of course, you're going to see a lot of green grass. That's going to be your wild ryegrass, volunteer ryegrass that's coming up. We also got a flush of every kind of winter weed you can think of in Alabama. But here's what we got. So right here is obviously going to be your ryegrass volunteer that just comes up every year. And as you can tell, it is pretty much just about everywhere. You have a few spots that doesn't have anything, but if we didn't spray this, this would all be grown up and you'd think it was a hayfield full of ryegrass. Also, we got your classic hem bit right here. That's this purple and flower thing right here. Gramoxone is going to take this out, and Gramoxone is going to take that out. Basically, Gramoxone is going to take out anything that is living above ground. Your Prowl is going to go down into the soil, and it's going to keep anything, for any other grasses that you do not want out here besides Bermuda. It is going to keep any of those grasses from emerging through the soil. It's going to create a band, basically, where it cannot get through there. It dies. Clover. Look at that clover. I don't know what this is. Primrose or Anyway, you see what we got. It is gonna look brown as it can be, probably in about 2 days after I get through. So let's get in the Rogator, get that thing folded out, and let's get the drone up in the air. It is a beautiful day in Alabama. No clouds, sunshine, 70 degrees. I'll take it. Get the drone in the air. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Basically, one of the reasons it took so long is I was putting 20 gallons to the acre out, and what that means is you're putting actually 20 gallons of water. Well, it means exactly what it says. You're putting 20 gallons of water out per acre, and that's a high rate. Usually I run 10 gallons, but we want to get a really good coverage and flush that stuff down in there good, where basically we get a good coverage on all the weeds down in that ryegrass. But anyway, so it took a lot more loads than I thought. But anyway, we just got through, and then I had to go put some water in it, because you do not want to leave that prowl in there, that orange chemical. It is really thick. It's kind of like atrazine, but orange. And if you leave that in your Rogator or any sprayer over a couple of days or weeks, when you go back to spray, you'll know not to do it again, because you'll have every single thing choked up on that boom. So we got it rinsed out, so it's put up. Now I got to figure out what else went on today, because everybody's been scattered out doing their own jobs. I know Dad, I see he went and did the tissue samples. I see the samples on my truck. So one thing I got to do before 5:30 is I got to get those samples to the UPS store in Montgomery, so they can get shipped out tonight. So I got to get these things boxed up, and I got a sheet that I have to fill out, a little form I got to put in there with them. Tape it up, put a shipping label on it, get it to Montgomery, get it to UPS store.
All right, guys, got the form filled out. Basically, it's just what farm you took it from, sample ID, what you want them to look for or to sample. What it is wheat, what part of the plant, leaf, and then I have to put my code in there for our agronomists and a code for them to know exactly what growth stage the wheat was at when I took this. So anyway, got that filled out. Now it's time to package up the box, and then we got to get on the road because I don't think we're gonna make the 5 o'clock. We'll see. We'll hurry. I don't even know what time it is. Well, hold on. It's 4:22. So God, we're gonna be cutting it close. Simple stuff you used to do when you were a kid. Just put the stuff in a box, make it fit. Boom, boom. Perfect size. See that? Stick this. This is very important to get this in there. Put that on top. Now it's time to tape. Oh, I got that old shipping label on there. These things never come off right. Hold on. This one may be perfect. Holy cow. Came off perfect. Put that up before I cut my finger off. That thing is really sharp. Tape time. Very simple. I just do one down the middle. I like that. And I'll do one right beside it on one side of the box. Kind of like that. Do one more on the other side of the middle, just to make sure we don't come undone. And that is it, guys. Nothing to it. Shipping label time. Stick that baby right on top. Y'all getting bored with this. It's just taping a box, Daniel. Come on. Everybody knows how to do it. I started it, so I'm gonna finish it up like this. All right, there we are. Ready to be shipped. Let's get to Montgomery. Come on. Let's go. Guys, this may be our lucky day. I was about to pull out from the shop, headed to Montgomery, and look what is it right in front of me at my dad's house. The UPS guy. Where's he going? Let me see if he'll take this package. 4:28. Made it to the UPS store. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had no idea I was going to be stuck on the Rogator for most of the day, so I missed a lot of other footage that I was planning on getting, but hopefully the video turns out okay and everybody enjoys it. And we got a busy day tomorrow. We're going to be working on a pivot over there in Autaugaville. We got a pivot that the concrete base has cracked. So basically the whole pivot, where it pivots and is bolted down, anchored down, is just about to pull out of the concrete pad. At the end of the year, this past year, it was actually moving when the pivot was walking. So anyway, we got a big job over there in Autaugaville we're going to do tomorrow. We got a track hoe over there, and it'll be all hands on deck tomorrow. So little heads up, that's going to be in the next video coming out. But as for this one, guys, we are done. We're out. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one. See ya.